He had fought in some of the Civil War's bloodiest battles and skirmishes. Yet, somehow, Private Alan Morse, 6th Cavalry Regiment, had eluded the cold fate of so many other Union soldiers. In the 3 long years since he left his wife and young son behind in Michigan, Alan had become a seasoned cavalryman. But on June 11, 1864, in one of the deadliest cavalry battles of the war, that wouldn't be enough. Caught in a living triangle of the enemy, the 6th Michigan, led by General George Custer, was trapped. In Custer's first, last stand, the Union fought back. But by the end of the day, 60 soldiers from the 6th were captured. One of them was Private Morse. Now, a POW, Alan was taken to the notorious Andersonville prison. But the soldier strong on the battlefield was no match for the abysmal conditions. Alan Morse died there of disease on September 30th, or October 1st, 1864. He never saw his wife and son again. One month before Alan became a POW, records show his brother Benjamin became a hero. Twice missing in action and still recovering from a gunshot wound to the head suffered at Bull Run, Benjamin was nothing if not tenacious. Perhaps his 3 years of service prepared him for that early morning of May 12th. In a storm as fierce as the fighting, Benjamin charged to a spot near what became known as the Bloody Angle. Even in the dark, he found his target, a Confederate stand of colors from the 4th Georgia Artillery. For his gallant conduct in capturing the rebel flag, Private Morse was awarded the Medal of Honor. On that same rainy May day, on the other side of the battlefield, a young sergeant, Callaway Kirksey Henderson, was fighting with the 7th South Carolina. Like Ben Morse, Callaway had joined up at the tender age of 16. Back in Edgefield, South Carolina, Callaway worked the family farm with his father, George. Although the Hendersons weren't wealthy, documents show they owned 3 slaves. We may never know if Callaway was trying to protect his family's way of life when he enlisted in 1861. But on May 23, 1864, he would come face to face with its repercussions. During a skirmish with Union forces at the North Anna River, Callaway was captured. He was the only POW taken to Point Lookout Prison. This Union prison was infamous for its conditions and for the men guarding the prisoners, black soldiers from Union-colored regiments. Callaway spent a grueling year at Point Lookout, and at the end of the war, he returned to South Carolina very changed from when he left. Callaway lived another 57 years, but he never forgot the 4 that changed his life forever. 3 lives, connected by war and relived through records. Start discovering your own Civil War story in the millions of historical Civil War era documents here on Ancestry.com.